Hello lovely people and welcome back. Today we are giving you a tour of our house. It's a bit of an update, long time coming, a building works update on everything that's been going on since building work began. There's going to be some footage of how we have radically changed the house. This probably is not going to be the final look of our house because things are always changing. We're always like, oh, it's not quite finished. There's something else we need to do. But the bits you can see do look good, can we agree? Also, side shots will be returning. Will soon be coming back into play. As you know, we moved into this house in 2019 with the view to doing it up in throughout 2020. How easy that would be, we thought. We started building work, built a massive trench, knocked down the back of our house, got told we weren't allowed to leave the house anymore. Light issue, but it was fine. Lived in the loft for a while, lived in just the living room for quite a while, but it is at least at a stage where we are happy to show you around. And thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Let's be honest, Surfshark is a VPN service that kept us sane throughout the building work, because when you're stuck in one tiny room, you do actually run out of content. It runs out. You've got to start looking at other countries' content. But more of that later. For now, on with the tour. So originally when we bought the house, the kitchen was this size. This was the wall that went to the dining room. And now, this is the whole kitchen. Hello, welcome to one corner of the kitchen. This is the practical corner of the kitchen. You can see we've got the actual hob, the actual ovens in which we cook things. You've probably seen this in baking baths before. But yes, this is where a lot of stuff happens. This used to be the dining room. In fact, exciting things.
Here we go. Hi, Walter. And the dining room, now without the stupid door.
And there was a wall right here.
Then we come to the other half of the kitchen, which looks like this. It's looking great, looking good.
This was the back wall of our house. There we go. And the only way out to the garden was right here, which made no sense because you had to get through 3 doors from the front door in order to get to the garden. Come back home to find my house looking particularly interesting.
I'm up and about and we're going on an explore. Welcome to the back of our house. Yeah, it's looking good. It's the best I've ever seen it. Party ready. And this sheet is all that's between us and the garden right now.
These cabinets are called Georgian green, by the way. It's important for you to know that they are actually green. They do show up as blue for some unexplained reason on most cameras, but they are actually green. There was a wall here and a door that you couldn't actually open without closing that door, and you could only get through it by going sideways.
Hi family, please enjoy what will one day be our kitchen. Hopefully kind of soon. Look, you can kind of get a sense of how big it is now, using the dogs for scale.
We'll have a skylight, which is one of the key things that we absolutely need to have.
Next update on the kitchen dining room. This is going to be our skylight. So you can now see where it's going to be. This will all be ceiling around it, obviously. Currently looks like a mess, but it's going to be beautiful. And they've added a bit of roof to the extension. Yeah, it has to have a weird angled bit so the light still goes to our neighbours. It's the roof light! Look at this beauty. I love her. And we have some gorgeous lanterns hanging down that we found from John Lewis. It also looks lovely from above. Please excuse the not so lovely window that you're currently looking through. I'm in what used to be our bedroom. And is now just a storeroom of everything that was in the attic. Progress shot of the windows and doors looking very good. The kitchen cupboards have their tops and handles, actually. I think the handles are probably more important.
Also like the new standing space.
Hello and welcome to the ad part of today's video. Surfshark, protector of my online identity. And they can protect you too, whilst giving you access to content that your location would normally block you from seeing. Sad times. Surfshark is a great service. You can protect your data and identity from thieves, protect your privacy online, publish without a geotag. Did you know? Yeah, that when you post a picture on Instagram, it has a geotag? Even if you think it doesn't, you don't tick the location. Oh, where is this photo taken? But yeah, no, the photo itself, it has in its code a geotag. Mind blowing. You can keep your web browsing private, you can prevent internet throttling, and you can save money booking plane tickets and hotel rooms. Yeah, because those online checker sites, they know where you are, so they tell you what they think you're going to be able to pay, so then you change your location to somewhere else, and it changes what it's going to charge you. Rude. And you can use it across multiple devices. That's something I really love about Surfshark. You can use it on all of your devices, in fact. Yes, I can even use it on my smart TV. I really love watching Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, so maybe I'll watch it on my phone one time while I'm in the kitchen, or on my laptop once while I'm also doing my hair. So it doesn't matter, I've got Surfshark switched on everywhere. You can click the link in the description and use code Jessica for 83% off Surfshark plus 3 extra months for free. And they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so don't even worry about it. You can just go. Click that link.
So we're gonna go upstairs. There's Tilly's little bed here. She likes to sleep on the landing. And then we have this little shelf that I put in. I didn't put it in, the builders put it in. But I came up with the idea rather than just having a stair. So it's really sweet having pictures and plants. And then when we're here we say, night, night, world, don't we? I better not do it because it's night time and he'll freak out.
Rupert's nursery. We've obviously done some lovely videos about this room in the past. Not much has changed for him, except we moved his movement mat away because he doesn't need to just be in one space now. He can move around, he rolls a lot, and he basically traverses the entire room. He doesn't actually get changed on his table anymore, except for once a day, because now we do dressing and undressing on the floor. Because he likes to get a lot more involved himself. Yes, he has all of his naps here, and he sleeps all night long. And here is your bedroom.
If you hear a lot of weird rumbling, that's not actually Rupert gymnastically shaking. Walter doing his full time. So we had this really nice blind put in, which is meant to be blackout, but there's gaps all the way around it, and there's holes in it. So it's not really that dark. And
it's because the way they sewed it.
Yeah, and he's been struggling to sleep. So I came up with this ingenious idea, basically attaching a blackout blind behind it that I've stuck up with Velcro. And it's actually really quite effective.
Oh gosh.
Ta-da!
Wow. Oh! This is actually, wait, we need the full distance to really appreciate this.
It's a big win though.
Because Claudia attempting to pin this back up is great to watch.
Is it?
Yeah. Keep going, honey. Keep going.
Look, it doesn't need to be done completely back. I was under pressure. Normally I can do it.
No, keep going. You can do this.
I can. It's great. Here is our wonderful skylight from above.
We have a new window we didn't want. Not kidding about the ceiling coming in. Looking good. House is looking really good if you were wondering. Yeah, it's great. So definitely going to be finished by Christmas. All going to be sorted in just 3 days time. Welcome to our hallway. Yes, what's this? Oh, our stairs have been boxed in.
Okay, now obviously if you've seen previous videos of Rupert's nursery, you know what you're about to see. It's where our stairs used to be. But now it's his walk-in wardrobe.
It's the wardrobe of dreams.
I love how many people are always like, Rupert has more clothes than me. But I would like to point out that Rupert does grow at a rapid rate.
He does.
A much faster rate
That's
than
why
most
we have
adults.
They're more
This is his 1-year birthday outfit. Which I'm just hoping he fits in. Don't know. I bought this when he was 3 months old. And yes, if you were wondering, it does genuinely stay this tidy, because I'm never a perfectionist like that. A little mixture of some vintage rompers. How could you not love it? How could you not? Oh!
I mean, Rupert's like,
Oh! Roo! Hello!
Rupert's like reaching for the rompers. He's actually trying to go for...
Roo. As a cameraman, you're not supposed to be...
He's actually trying to go for the camera,
Roo.
look.
You're supposed to be your hands behind. There we go. There we go. And this is our other little room where I used to do my filming, but now is a special little guest room.
Welcome to the studio that we will have to change because the builders are coming in and it's not looking good. Can you see this damp patch? Can you see this damp patch? Can you see these hastily covered cracks around the window? It's looking good. The ceiling's coming in. Someone asked why I wasn't showing the upstairs of our house anymore, and this is why. It's not looking its best right now, is it, Tills? Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Oh yeah.
This was made for us by our friend Andrea, who loves woodworking and just has a special skill. Like, what a skill! Tips and tricks for when you are renovating. This cupboard originally looked kind of horrendous with some really cheap sort of plyboard flat doors, but then we just had got these online. They weren't even that expensive, and now look how fancy they are.
Yeah, a bit of extra detailing makes all the difference. Rather than the ceiling just meeting the wall, like it's got this lovely like finish. Ooh, nice bit of light. Radiator cover, of course, because every room has to have one.
Radiator cover.
She hates radiators.
I do.
What do you think, Tilly?
Adorable doggy.
Yeah, you like your new home? What about you, Walter? Walter's gone a bit deaf. He's like forlornly looking up those stairs because him and Tilly aren't allowed up to the master room. That is as far as she goes. Actually, that's not true. She goes up to this step. She's like, I may have crept into your room once or twice.
Oh, you were sleeping.
She tried to get in one time, didn't she? Where she was like really stealthy. Well, she thought she was being really stealthy, except we saw her run under the bed. And then she just lay under the bed. We had to like kind of get onto our tummies and grab her out. She was like, let me sleep in here.
I love you.
And in here we have
Hello.
the master room.
How do you do? I'm the master.
Actually, it should be called the mistress's room, shouldn't it?
No, I'm still the master. I quite like it.
Okay, sorry, you're the
It
master.
sounds more imposing.
Cleared out the loft. Hi Tilly, hello. Minus our washing here, as this is what the builders will be working on next. Making this into a beautiful bedroom for us. I said we cleared out the loft. We didn't. That's completely untrue. My brother and his wife, who you can follow at medico.lifestyle, cleared it out for us because they're wonderful human beings. Right, we're ready to explore progress on day 3 of the demolition of our loft.
Not day 3, Bubby. It's only day 2.
My apologies, day 2. Yep, rubble, looking good. And, oh look, there's the destruction.
Oh, that's what you're doing, cutting the space for the beams.
Hi Tilly. Yeah, what do you think? Oh, and the toilet. Was not kidding about the lack of roof. There's the outside world. Here we are, 1 month into the build. Oh hi, you're in it. And the dormer's going on over there, but it's outside.
It will come off that
Old
beam there,
roof.
the dormer. We have this lovely big window, our beautiful bed. Oh my gosh, our bed took about six months to arrive, but it was so worth it. Like, look at it.
This bed got held up in France.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Oh. But now it's home to Claudia and I. It's a very happy home. And occasionally this dog.
Yeah.
Which Rupert's granddad bought for him so that he would also have the dog.
He said it reminded him of Walter and Tilly. I'm like, he already has Walter and Tilly as pets. But anyway, it's quite sweet because we don't allow the dogs up into our bedroom, so we've got that little, like, you know, replica. We had these like big bifold windows put in, and in summertime you can like open them all up, and it's like really nice.
It's really beautiful, but we didn't quite think through the fact that they're so massive. Everything around them has to be custom made. Didn't think that
all these things you had to think about. We were also like, oh no, how do we open the cupboard? We also have a pole there, so we had to account for that as well.
Yeah, so you can't quite open the cupboard if the curtains are drawn.
You can.
Really. Yeah, it's a squidge. It's a squidge. But yes, this is our beautiful built-in wardrobe, which of course has its own video.
She calls it our wardrobe, but like, I mean, is it ours when I only occupy literally 3 drawers over there?
Yeah, so Claudia has
and that tiny bit of hanging space.
Claudia has this hanging space. Very dark.
That's my sort of workout stuff, hanging things, summer clothes vacuum packed, ready, knickers. Actually, Jessica's and
You
stuff.
don't need to show everyone our knickers.
Okay, sorry. We had this radiator cover made, which we really love. Just completes the room. I mean, I don't mind radiators on show, but Jessica's very much like, no radiators on show. So we got some man to come and make us a radiator cover.
Oh, hi, darling. Another blind situation, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a roller blind,
are you rollering it?
aka my daily exercise,
Where
where I get to show off my pits to the rest of the street.
Oh, but you're tattooed to me. Oh, sorry. Was that about to crash down on your head?
But no, we've got a new one coming. It's actually been in our hallway for like 3 months now. So we're getting someone to come and fit it at some point. Because this one's broken. But anyway, this is Jessica's studio. As you can see from the massive lights. And Rupert is posing as if he's about to do a little Jessica out of the closet video on the bed.
I built this.
You built it. You basically just opened it.
I opened the packet and then built it.
Yeah. We got a handyman to come and actually hang them from the ceiling because they're quite heavy. And we wanted them out the way, we didn't want them on stands. We were really pleased with it. We've got like one light here, one light over there, and the main light here, which is like a mega monster light.
So the idea is that it looks like it's the same time of day whenever I'm able to film.
Which is very useful when you have a baby, because once he's actually gone to bed, it's night time, so it's too dark to film in our kitchen, so we have to film up here and make it look like it's like daytime. I mean, the amount of things we have filmed at like 10 p.m. We actually have a really scary story about this room, don't we?
We do, it's why we changed the lighting. But this used to be the room where we were sleeping when the building work was happening.
Yeah, the bed was like there.
This is our beautiful bedroom right now. So great. This light doesn't work because they drilled in above it and there's a new hole. And then over here, it's gorgeous. It's lovely.
Yeah, so that was here. This was the room, this was the wall that was purple and kind of shiny, if you remember. And there was a gap in the wall here that was covered by a bin bag for about 6 months.
Because the stairs used to go up here.
Yeah. At one point, one morning, we were just lying there in bed and Claudia went, oh, I think I feel the baby kicking.
And we were like really quiet for a moment just to feel it. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, a man's hand punched through the wall. It was terrifying.
We were like, ah! That's why you should always get up early in the morning so the builders don't punch through the ceiling.
Yeah, we were just like leisurely drinking our tea and Jessica's drinking her Diet Coke, you know, taking our time, having a chill morning. And no, you cannot have chill mornings when you've got builders.
No, it was quite terrifying.
All right, this little man is getting quite manic. I think he wants
din-dins.
He wants din-dins.
Din-dins. This is our living room. This is Tilly's chair.
It's actually my mum's chair that she had when she always watched TV. She'd sit here, not in our house obviously, but yeah, I kept it, and then we got it reupholstered because the sleeves had completely all like worn through. We just got it done in our nice plain linen, which now has to be covered up because Tilly insists on sitting here, staring out the window and barking at everyone because she thinks she owns the street. So now we have to cover it up. Which is, to be honest,
Yeah.
we'll probably just have to get it reupholstered in like another few years.
So probably shouldn't have got it done in cream. Is the
But actually, it's
lesson.
a really lovely chair. Look, it's like
It's such a lovely chair. Look at that.
brass stuff and everything.
Tilly's like, why did you sit in my chair?
She's like, get off my chair.
Get off my chair.
Oh, interesting fact though that kind of relates, and why she may feel entitled to the chair is Tilly's birthday is the 4th of August. Yes.
You could check that.
Yeah. Tilly's birthday is the 4th of August, and the day my mum died is the 4th of August. So I always feel like when we learnt that her birthday was the 4th of August, I was like, oh my god, it's like a little bit of my mum's spirit is in her.
Yeah. Should I just say, Tilly did actually come home to us before we even found out.
Yeah. It's really sweet. So maybe that's why she loves the chair so much.
So this living room, if you've been following along on my Instagram, our Instagrams, for the last 3 years, you may recognise as the room that we basically lived in for quite a few months whilst the building work was ongoing. It was quite a while, wasn't it?
We had like a makeshift kitchen here, where we had this like old, what do you call them, like a Welsh dresser, is that what they're called? Yeah, which is now in the garage. But like, it was here, and then we'd had like one induction hob, a microwave, and that was it. And I can tell you, you cook a lot of things on just one induction hob and a microwave.
Welcome to our living room / dining room / kitchen. This is the room that we're going to be living in for quite a while now. Here we have our brand new fridge. Look how big it is. Ooh, so big, so fancy. But then we come over here and this is the little hob that we're using. It terrifies me. And the microwave. That's it. That's our kitchen. And we keep knives and forks in this drawer that doesn't close. Then extra kitchen stuff in here. It is an exploration in small living.
What else was it different? This is from IKEA.
It just looks like it's made
and it
for
fits in
this
this perfect
space.
recess. It's amazing.
Oh, we had a different TV stand, which was a different
that's
direction.
also from IKEA. It matches.
Yes, by the way, look at this teeny tiny chair. Our friend Andrea found it. Oh god, really? Okay. Please don't. I love this teeny tiny chair.
It was covered in like
Cat
I don't know,
pee.
yeah, stains. And I used my Best Buy of 2020 on it, which is like a wet Hoover. It's amazing. It cost me like £140 from Amazon or something like that. But like, you can suck up
An
everything.
expensive Amazon purchase, but really, really good.
Worth
so
it.
worth it.
Yeah, I mean, we sucked up a whole tin of paint that fell on our carpet.
Did! That was excellent.
And now this looks as good as new.
God, be careful with it. It only cost £45 though. That was actually the most shocking thing about this teeny tiny chair. £45. And now we come to Claudia's favourite room of the house.
Oh, got to unlock it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Whoa. Ta-da! Yes, Tilly. Isn't it fantastic? Now, this was very different from when we first bought the house.
You say that, but the
Oh
patio,
gosh.
the original
But
patio,
actually,
the original patio did actually end here, and obviously
did.
be mindful that the house, if you like feel up at the seat, up at the back of the wall there, you can see that's actually where the back of the house was.
mhm.
And ignore that. That's like that's Rupert's blackout blind.
This is the terrace. There you go. They just come demolishing everything. So this trench is going to be dug down to be the same level as this grass, which we've got quite a while to go. This, as you can see, is what used to be our terrace, and now is the trench. This is the most exciting thing happening in our garden today. What are you doing, wife?
I'm making a split tier area ready for a vegetable patch.
So the patio ended here.
Yeah, but there were like steps either side, like they went down like this, like Jessica calls them the Beauty and the Beast steps.
They were Beauty and the Beast steps. I mean, classical.
Which the dogs found really annoying because if they saw something in the garden, they were both like, ruff, 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 and they couldn't like run like, straight down like they do now. They had to go. So it was
Which
like,
they did not bother doing. They just launched themselves off.
yeah, well, Tilly did. Yeah.
Which was quite worrying for us. So instead, lovely, there we go, classic stairs. Now they can just run down to the end of the garden. Which, as you can see, they've got a massive, lovely old maple tree here, which is obviously was here when we first arrived.
It looks absolutely stunning when the leaves are on it because it's like this lovely kind of what we call like maroon red colour, burgundy colour. But right now it's obviously not great because it's just like March. But before we know it, leaves will appear.
And this is the outside of our house. Or actually, this is the inside. That's what used to be our house. I've put it on the ultra wide one so you can see more. There you go. That's the beam and our lovely terrace, which we're extending here by 1 metre. Then there will be stairs going down here. Despite having built an extension on the back of the house, we still do have a lot of patio where I spend time, you know, swooshing my dresses around, looking nice. And Claudia spends time
In my potting shed.
Potting shed. Best Christmas gift ever, huh?
It is, but it came just in normal wood, so I painted it whilst pregnant, which was a great activity because I was in a very nesting sort of like, must get everything ready, and I just wanted to paint and plant and do lots of bits and bobs.
Yeah, she really planted.
And it looks so much nicer.
Things.
It looks so much nicer in cream as well. And in this box, it's like, this brings me so much joy. Look. There's accumulation of Christmas presents from my wife and my dad, but inside.
Yeah, we just give her seeds.
Yeah. I just get stockings full of seeds, and it's wonderful. I'm going to grow all these things.
March by month, by the way.
I gave up with that.
I actually handwrote those all out for you. So
really?
You know when to plant things.
Yeah, but I do have this book. All right, well, the box may need some organising. Organising. But yeah, it's a gardener's logbook. Jessica did help me write as well. As you can tell, I'm more of a like gung-ho, let's just try it out gardener. Jessica's very much for the let's pre-plan everything.
Yeah.
But there's so much, you know, she does so much pre-planning that nothing gets done.
Nice. This is the half of the patio that's done. And this is the other half. Tilly's really not sure about the floor at the moment, which is fair because it's one of our many levels of lino. The blue here that you'll see is another level of lino that was underneath this level of lino. There was also one on top of this and then one on top of that. So, you know, lino all over. And then we take you into what used to be the dining room. Try not to fall over or anything. These are the floorboards that you may have seen that were actually in the dining room. Unfortunately, they're not doing their best, so they will be relaid with some beautiful new boards. Not these boards. I don't know whose boards these are. This is a floor. We're going to have a floor. Exciting. Had to try and coax Tilly over this earlier so she could get out to the garden. Garden is looking great, I think you can agree.
I'm standing so you can talk about the bit.
Oh, sorry, for scale, I see. Claudia's currently standing next to a door that we need to change.
This is the office.
This is my office. We haven't gone in here because we're not going to do that.
Originally,
work.
This extension was already here, so there's a garage beyond, and then this bit was built on the back of the garage. But we just added this like parapet wall to match our new extension, which then came out an extra like 1.5 metres, I think. But it looks like really natural, I think. I think it looks like it's always been there, those little recess bits. It's kind of weird to think that this actually used to jut out from the house.
It's very difficult working in here in summer because it's just a door.
It gets very hot.
So hot. There's so much glass.
As you can tell from me wearing my sunnies in March, that this is very much a sun trap. So we get so much sun, and I put down these. Can I talk about my patio?
Oh god, here we go. Right, patio talk.
This is Jerusalem limestone. Ooh. I think it's absolutely beautiful. People often put it around swimming pools. It's that nice. You can see if you go up close.
Gosh, here we come.
If you go up close to anyone who cares, it's got like little like shell imprints. See? Because it's basically. God, Tilly really wanted to have it.
Tilly.
She's like, "What are we looking at?" It's really reflective. It's quite uniform in colour, which we wanted. Like limestone is lovely, but it doesn't. When it rains, when it gets wet, it looks quite like patchwork of colours. We don't really like that. Those steps are limestone, and those I had to like source those a lot, like all over the place to make sure that they were a uniform colour.
This is really important to her, guys. Really important.
Yeah, and I looked all over Britain for the cheapest supplier of these stones. Strangely, the cheapest place was literally down the road.
Like, everyone developed a passion in lockdown, and this was Claudia's.
I wouldn't say it was a passion, but if you need advice about what patio slabs to go for, I'm your girl. Because I did a lot of research.
So, Claudia can talk all she likes about her slabs, but clearly the balustrading and the decorative features are what really make the look here. This was very much a me thing. I was like, we have to have this. When we first moved in, there wasn't really much in the beds. There was a kind of monster bush, but we got that taken out, and we've slowly been filling up the beds again with some lovely things. Obviously there are lots of patches, we know. Down at the end of the garden is a little bit of a work in progress. This is going to be a play area for Rupert. We're going to put in like swings and a little slide roundabout type of situation. But we did it before we had these trees back here skirted, which means having the bottoms of them kind of taken. And we were like, oh my goodness, there is so much space under there that we had no idea about. So we're now going to extend the playground area back into here and put veg beds here. Just as I must point out, it is normally sunny back here. It's just late in the day, okay? It's going to be a good area, guys. Isn't it? Yeah! Tilly's not sure. Also, we're going to put a shed back here.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this little wander around my house. Let me know your favourite room. I really wanted to share the house with you for some time. As a perfectionist, I felt that the house was, was never quite camera ready. It's still not, but I'm just happy I was able to move past that and film it for you today. And, I'm sure that next year we'll film it again, and it'll probably still be feeling like it's not quite ready. I've so enjoyed looking back on all the progress we've made and all the changes from when we first moved in. And I want to give a massive thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Remember, you can click the link in the description and use code Jessica for 83% off Surfshark plus 3 extra months for free. Again, let me know your favourite room. Is it the nursery? Yeah, probably. Is it my organising system in Rupert's walk-in closet? Is it? Yeah? Good choice. Good choice. All right. Mwah.